Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. My name is Qasim, and today I want to touch base on a video I did last year about the stainless steel edges of the 12 Pro and now the 13 Pro lineup. So if you're looking to buy a 12 Pro or now the new 13 Pro, then this video is going to be helpful because I've had this for a year and 90% of the time I don't have a case on it. I did put a glass screen protector on it a year ago and it's still here. And just by looking at the scratches on that glass screen protector, you can tell that this phone has taken a beating. This phone has been on any surface that you could possibly imagine. It's been on the pavement, it's been on desktops, countertops, wherever really, because I use this to record my videos. And when I'm recording my videos, I really am not careful with this. And I like handling it without a case because it just feels good and it feels natural to me. Now, every now and then I will put a case on it, which is the Light Chaser Pro Kit, which helps me get a little bit more stability when I'm out there shooting with this iPhone. So when taking a look around the edges at the bottom, the rear, all around, there are a few scratches. At the bottom, there's a few spots where the paint has chipped too. But that's because this has been on pavement, like I said. So I just literally set it down on the pavement, and I don't think that is something that you're going to be doing. But if we take into consideration that it's been a year and this has been living without a case, I think it's held up really well. And I don't think that you at home should be concerned about whether or not the stainless steel edges or the rings on the camera are going to be able to hold their own with time, especially if you're putting a case on it. If you do put a case on it, I want you to remember to clean out the case because like I showed last year, if you leave a case on there long enough, doesn't matter if it's a third-party case or if it's a case from Apple, dust makes its way inside these cases and it's going to sit there and it is going to scratch up and ruin these edges or the backside of your phone. This applies to even the regular 12s. So if you're somebody who has a mini, then you need to be careful of that too, because the back glass and the edges on these can also get ruined with dust. Now, another thing I'd like to talk about today is the gold color specifically of the 12 Pro models and the 13 Pro models. This was actually brought to my attention by a few of the viewers of the channel. They mentioned to me that the gold colored iPhones are actually coated in a different process, which makes them more resistant to fingerprints and scratches. After looking into this, this in fact is true. The gold 12 Pro models and 13 Pro models are coated in a process called HIPIMS. Now this stands for High Power Impulse Magnetron Sputtering. Now the reason that they use this process on the gold and not the rest of the colors is because for the gold to get that real gold look and get that stainless steel look, they have to apply this process because it applies the coating in more dense of a pattern. So they're able to achieve that gold look more naturally, if that makes sense. So that's why they have to use this. There's no other reason, but this process actually makes the gold iPhone more resistant to fingerprints and scratches. Now, does this mean that you should only buy the gold iPhone because it's more durable and more resistant? Honestly, having one look at the Graphite 12 Pro and the abuse I've put this phone through, I don't think that you should really decide a color based on the kind of coating that they've put on it. I think you should go with the color that you really want. And like I mentioned before, if you're putting a case on these, then you're going to be totally fine. If you take care of these, I don't think that you're going to have any issue with the paint chipping off on the camera rings. Obviously, with time, with wear, if you drop it, if you scratch it enough, the paint is going to come off and the stainless steel is going to get damaged. This is not an indestructible surface or coating by any means. Now, the reason I wanted to do this update is because a lot of people on that initial video were like, hey, you should wait longer and then tell us. And you should update us now that it's been 10 months or 6 months or 7 months. So this is a 1-year update. And judging by this, I think I can expect the same from the 13 Pro. Now on the 13 Pro, I do have a case on it this year around. The only reason I didn't put a case on here last year was for that exact reason. I wanted to test its durability, and I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with the fact that I haven't even used a case and I haven't had any severe issues. With that said, I hope you found this helpful. So if you're buying a iPhone 12 Pro or 13 Pro, I don't think you really have anything to worry about. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here today. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below with anything that you'd like to say, or if you still do have any questions for me. And most importantly, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.